Hello everyone, welcome to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. This is third session. The chapter name is Moment of Inertia. The subject name is Strength of Material. This is for third sem students, Mechanical Engineering Department. Previous class we had about three contents. Firstly, we would have know about the theorem of perpendicular axis. Secondly, we had the theorem of parallel axis. Thirdly, we solved one problem on T section. Right. I guess you people understood very well about three contents of previous session. And today we are going to have two sessions, two contents. Firstly, problem on I section. Secondly, problem on L section. Previous session we solved one T section problem. We solved step by step. Firstly, we split into the simple components. After that, individually we have solved the moment of inertia. After that individual moment of inertia, after finding, we put those value in parallel axis theorem. After getting that the value of parallel axis theorem, we are going, next step is the algebraic sum of all the moment of inertia of individual sections, right? And today class we are going to follow the same thing that we solved in previous session of T section problem. Right, today we are going to solve two problems, one on I section, one on L section. Briefly, I will tell about I section and L section. I section would be symmetrical about Y axis. Right, this is symmetrical problem. Second problem is L section. This is not symmetrical about X axis also. This is not symmetrical about Y axis also. This is briefly about the two contents. Right, we are going to solve one problem on I section. Right, I will read the question. I'm going to take a pen. The problem is the I section has following dimensions, right? They have given top flange, and they have given bottom flange, and they have given web. Firstly, I will tell you what you mean by top flange, what would be the bottom flange and web, right? What we are seeing, this one is, we call it as top flange, and this we call it as bottom flange, and this connecting of two flange is called as web part, right? I think you understood very well. I'm going to erase this thing. Okay. Top flange means this one. How much they have given? 6 centimeter into 2 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. This part is 2 centimeter. This completes the top flange. After that, they have given bottom flange. How much? 10 centimeter to 2 centimeter. This would be 10 centimeter and this would be 2 centimeter. Right. After that, they have given web. Web means this one. 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter means this is 2 centimeter. This part is 10 centimeter. Okay. After that, they have asked to find out the moment of inertia of the section about horizontal axis. They have only asked about horizontal axis. Horizontal axis means this is about x-axis, right, through the CG of the section. Before going to solve the problem, you have to understand the question properly. After that, you have to solve the problem. Understanding the question is 90% solution, and whatever the writing part is there, that is would be 10% of your this problem. Okay, I will erase this one. Okay, as per the procedure of solving the problem, first we are going to solve the Y bar. After that, individually we have to solve the moment of inertia of each component. After that values we have to put in parallel axis theorem. After that we have to club those moment of inertia individually. We will get the whole moment of inertia, right? This is the procedure to solve the problem. We are going to concentrate to determine the y bar. We are going to concentrate to determine the y bar. What we should follow? Firstly, I am going to solve first rectangular part. This is first rectangular, this is second rectangular, this is third rectangular. First rectangle is top flange, second is web, third part is bottom. Okay, individually we have to calculate the area and y1. Area and y1. Okay, for finding y1, which reference we have to take? We have to take horizontal reference and go vertical for calculation of y values. Okay, I am taking out first component outside. This is first component. I am taking outside. Right. This is 6 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. Right. How much away from this to this? From our reference is here. From here to here, how much distance? 2 centimeter plus 10 centimeter. This would be 12 centimeter. Okay. Only we have to calculate y-axis because they have asked about only horizontal axis. Okay. Now, area of rectangular is 6 into 2. Okay, 6 into 2 is equal to 12 centimeter square. The unit of area is centimeter square. Okay. After that, how to find y1? Which reference we have to take? We have to take horizontal as a reference. Go vertical. Okay. From here to here 2 centimeter, right? From here to here it is having 10 centimeter. For that reason they have taken 2 centimeter plus 10 centimeter, this half of the component, right? From here to here half of the component. 2 centimeter divided by 2 is equal to 13 centimeter. The total would be y1 is equal to 13 centimeter. Okay, this is about first component. This is about first component. I will erase these things. This is about first component calculation. Okay. After that we are going to do second rectangular calculation. This is second rectangular. This would be second rectangular. I am taking out as usually how to take outside. This is web. Okay. This would be 2 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. Okay. And how much away from this? From here to here the reference would be only 2 centimeter. From here to here is 2 centimeter. Okay. We have to take horizontal as a reference, go vertical for calculating y values. Okay, first we have to find out area. 2 into 10 is equal to 10 into 2 is equal to 20 centimeter square. Okay, this completes the calculation of A2. After that y2, how to find out? Which reference we have to take? Horizontal as a reference, go vertical. From here to here, I will take from here to here 2 centimeter, from here to half of the component. We have to go up to half of the component. Okay, 2 centimeter. After that, how much total component? 10. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay, the answer is 7 centimeter. This completes the calculation of rectangular second component. Okay. After that, this is third component. Okay, I am taking out outside. It is like this. Okay, this total distance is 10 centimeter. This one is 2 centimeter. And reference is on the lowest part of this component. Okay, from here to half of the component is 1 centimeter. Okay, how to find out area? 10 into 2. This part into this part is equal to area of that rectangular. 10 into 2 is equal to 20 centimeter square. Okay, after that, how to find out y3 value? Take as horizontal as a reference, go half of the component. Half of the component means total distance is 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 centimeter. This completes the calculation of y3 values. We have solved rectangular 1, rectangular 2, rectangular 3. We will move the next slide to find out y bar. Okay, what is the value? How to find out y bar? This would be distance between the center of gravity of the section and the bottom of the flange. Why would have taken bottom flange? Because for finding y values, we have to take the bottom of the flange as our axis of reference. Okay, up to we have three components. For that reason, up to we have to take a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. Okay, the formula would be y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. Okay, the area 1 is 12 into y1 is equal to 13 plus a2 is equal to 20 into y2 is equal to 7 plus a3 is equal to 20 into y3 is equal to 1. Okay, divided by area 1 is equal to 12 centimeter square plus a2 is equal to 20 centimeter square plus a3 is equal to 20 centimeter square. Put all those values in this formula, you will get y bar is equal to 6.08 centimeter. Okay, up to now, I guess you people understood very well. This part is you would have studied in center of gravity part. Next thing is we have to find out the moment of inertia about horizontal centroidal axis, because they have only asked about horizontal in problem. For that reason, we are only going to calculate about horizontal axis. Okay, individually we have to calculate moment of inertia of every rectangular component. Okay, I am taking out first component. About an axis through its center of gravity and parallel to x-axis. They have only asked about horizontal axis. For that reason, we are going to take about only parallel to x-axis. Okay, individually I have to calculate. First we have to calculate the basic formula for parallel axis is this one. Ix1 is equal to Ig1 plus A1 into H1 square. For that reason, we have to calculate individually here. Okay, this part. For individually calculation, we have to first find out. We have to find out Ig1. I'm going to give an example. This is I am taking component outside. Let this component I am taking outside. This would be x-axis. Okay, I am going to see from here this side. Okay, this is B, this is D. Okay, how much this one? This one is 6 centimeter. This part is 2 centimeter. Okay, I am going to see from this side. First we are going to see B value. Second we are going to see D value. For that reason, B1 D1 cube divided by 12. Okay, first B value is 6 into 2, D value is 2 cube divided by 12 is equal to, after dividing these 6 in calculator, we will get 4 centimeter raised to cube. The unit of moment of inertia is centimeter raised to 4. Okay, after finding this Ig1, we have to calculate the H value. The H value is the distance between the center of gravity of rectangular one and x-axis. Okay, I am reviewing this part for better understanding. This is very important part, how to find out the H value. Okay, first, this is first component, right? This is first component. This is having 6 centimeter. This is having 2 centimeter, right? Y bar we got is 6.8 centimeter. The formula would be y1 minus y bar. How we supposed to say that y1 minus y bar? Okay, for better calculation. Okay, from here to here is y bar. How much we got? We got 6.08 y bar value. Okay, from here to here, how much we got? From here to here we are having 2 centimeter plus 10 centimeter minus 2 centimeter. This one is y1 value. How much? 13 centimeter. Okay, what from here to here, this gap we call it as h. From here to here we call it as h. Okay, h is equal to y1 is equal to 13 minus 6.08 is equal to 6.92 centimeter. Okay, we got by calculation also, we got this h1 is equal to 13 minus 6.08 is equal to 6.92 centimeter. Okay, after calculating Ig1 and h1, we have to put these values in parallel axis theorem formula. Okay, Ix1 is equal to Ig1 plus A1 into H1 square. How much we got Ig1? Ig1 we got 4 centimeter raised to 4. After plus A1 is equal to we got 12 centimeter square into H1 we got 6.92 centimeter square. After putting these values in calculator, we will get this value 578.6 centimeter raised to 4. The value of the unit of this moment of inertia is centimeter raised to cube. Up to here, I guess you people understood very well. After that, similarly, we have to calculate a rectangular 2 component. This component we have to calculate. This web part we have to calculate about x and axis through its center of gravity and parallel to the x-axis. Okay, web part we have to calculate. For better calculation, I am taking out this web part here. This web part. Okay. From reference is here. From here to here, half of the component is how much? 2 centimeter plus half of the component is, this would be 7 centimeter. Okay, after that, how much we got y bar value? Here to here we got y bar value is 6.08 we got. Okay, what is the h value? The difference is this one. This one we call it as h value. This we call it as h2 value because we are calculating rectangular 2 component. Okay, h2 is equal to y2 minus y bar. How much we got y2? Here to here is 7 centimeter. And minus this y bar, how much we got? 6.08. Totally, after calculating, we will get 0.92 centimeter. Okay, this is h part. And nextly, we will calculate this Ig2. How to calculate Ig2? This is x-axis, right? We are going to see from this side. First, we will see this part. Second, we will see this part. How much centimeter? This would be 2 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. Okay, 2 centimeter into 10 centimeter cube divided by 12. This part is Ig2. We will get 166.67 centimeter raised to 4. The unit of center of gravity is centimeter raised to 4. After calculating these two values, I mean Ig2 and H2, we have to put these value in parallel axis formula. We will get this value. Ix2 is equal to Ig2 plus A2 into H2 square. Ig2 we got 166.67 plus A2 value is 20 into H2 value is 0.92. After putting these values in calculator, we will get 183.6 centimeter raised to 4. The unit of moment of inertia is centimeter raised to 4. Okay, up to here we would have understood very well. Okay, after calculating rectangular 2, we are going similarly we are going to calculate rectangular 3 about axis through its center of gravity and parallel to x-axis. Only we are supposed to calculate only about horizontal axis. Okay, I am taking out this component outside. Okay, this would be 10 centimeter. This would be 2 centimeter. Okay, and this would be x-axis. We are going to see from this side. This we call it as b value. This we call it as d value. Okay. After that, b value is how much? 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter into d value is 2. 2 into cube divided by 12 is equal to 6.67 centimeter raised to 4. Okay, this part we have completed. Ig3. After that, how to calculate h value? I am taking out this component outside. It is like this. This is 10 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. Okay. How much y bar? From here to here is y bar. Right. From here to, because this is horizontal reference. From here to here we are having y bar. How much? 6.08. Okay. And from reference to half of the condo, y3 is equal to how much we got? This much. We got 1. Okay. How to calculate h value? From here to here, I will take this color. From here to half of the component to this distance, we call it as h value. This is h3. Right. How much we got? we have to always calculate bigger value minus smaller value. Bigger value is here is y bar 6.08 minus 1. The H3 value is 5.08 centimeter. We got H3 is equal to 5.08 centimeter. Okay, after calculating these values, Ig and H value, we have to put these value in parallel axis formula. Okay, Ix3 is equal to Ig3 plus A3H3 square. We got Ig3 is equal to 6.67 and area is 20 into we got H3 value is 5.08 square. After calculating, we will get this value 522.8 centimeter raised to 4. The unit of moment of inertia is centimeter raised to 4. This unit part is very important for good marks getting. Okay, after calculating first component individually moment of inertia, second component and third component, we have to sum all those values. We will get the whole section of the about x-axis. Okay, Ixx is equal to Ixx1 plus Ixx2 plus Ixx3. Ixx1 is equal to 578.6, Ixx2 is equal to 183.6 and Ixx3 is equal to 522.8. The total, the whole section about x-axis we got is 1285 centimeter raised to 4. Okay, I think you people understood very well about this I section. Before going to move next problem, right, I am going to glance one more time. Firstly, we have to understand properly the question. After that, in actual problem, this much only they have given. We have to convert these things into this diagrammatic form. After that, we have to solve the problem. Firstly, we have to understood what they have asked. They have asked moment of inertia about section about horizontal axis. They have asked only about horizontal axis. For that reason, we have to only calculate x value through the CG of the section. Okay, this is summary about the question. After that, individually you have to calculate the values of A2, A1, Y1, A2, Y2, A3, Y2. After calculating these things, we have a formula for finding Y bar. Okay, we have a formula for finding Y bar. For putting the A1, Y1 plus A2, Y2 plus A3, Y3 values in this formula, you will get the Y bar value is 6.08 centimeter. After finding this Y bar, we are going with the moment of inertia about horizontal axis. We have to individually calculate rectangular 1. After that, individually we have to calculate rectangular 2. After that, individually we have to calculate I3 and rectangular 3, and the sum of all individual moment of inertia is called as the moment of whole section about x-axis. The value we got is 1285 centimeter raised to 4. Okay, after understanding I section, let us take another example. Find the moment of inertia about the centroidal x-axis and y axis of the angle section having dimension 100 millimeter into 80 millimeter into 20 millimeter. Okay, angle section means we will have L section. Angle section means L section. Once they have given this value, how we supposed to know? This value is called as 100 millimeter. This value is called as 80 millimeter. This one web part is 20 millimeter. Okay. If the figure they have not given, then we supposed to draw according to these dimensions. Okay, 100 millimeter is the part of this part, and 80 millimeter is this part, and 20 millimeter is this part. Okay. After converting these things, we will solve the problems. Individually we have to calculate A1, Y1 and X1, and individually we have to calculate A2, Y2, X2. Okay. This is first component, this is second component. Up to here we are having second component. Okay. I am taking out first component outside. This is first component. Okay, this is horizontal reference, this one is vertical reference. This is for calculating x value, this is for calculating y value, right? This is 20 millimeter, this one is from here to here it is having 100 millimeter. Okay, how to find out area? This is 20, this is 100. Finding of area is 100 into 20 is equal to 2000 millimeter square. After that, how to find out the y1 values? Which reference we have to take? Horizontal reference, go vertical. From half of the component is 50, 100 divided by 2. For that reason, 100 divided by 2 is equal to 50 millimeter. Okay, after that, x1 is how we supposed to find out? Which reference we have? Vertical reference we have to take, go horizontal. From here to half of the component is 20 divided by 2. 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10 millimeter. This completes the calculation of rectangular 1. Okay. After this one, we have to take second component outside like this. This is having 60 and this is having 20 because this total distance is 80 millimeter. This distance is from here to here distance is 20 millimeter. This part only we have to take. For that reason, 80 minus 20 is equal to this part is 60 and this part is 20. Okay. And horizontal reference is on this line only and vertical reference is just away from this one. From here to here distance is 20 millimeter. Okay, this one 80, this total is 80 minus this 20 is equal to 80 minus 20 is equal to 60 into 20. This part is 20, right? 1200 millimeter square area. Okay, how to find out y2? Which reference we have to take? We have to take horizontal reference, go vertical. From here to half of the component is 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10 millimeter. Okay, after that x2 is here your reference, here it is reference. From here to here we have to go 20 millimeter. From here to half of the component 60 divided by 2, 20 plus 60 divided by 2 is equal to 50 millimeter. After calculating these values a1 y1 x1 a2 y2 x2, we have to put these value in for finding x bar and y bar. Okay, the formula would be this, like this: y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 divided by a1 plus a2. The values are a1 is equal to 2000, y1 is equal to 50 plus a2 is equal to 1200 into y2 is equal to 10 divided by a1 is equal to 2000 plus a1 is equal to 2000 plus a2 is equal to 1200. Okay, y bar we got is 35 millimeter. After finding y bar, next is distance between CG of the section and left face of the flange. Okay, y bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 divided by a1 plus a2. After putting all these values, we will get x bar is equal to 25 millimeter. Before going to the next slide, I am going to give one thing about this angle section. I mean L section. Why we have to determine y bar and x bar? In previous problem, I section problem, T section problem, we only solved y bar like x bar in previous sessions. Why would we have to solve in L section both x bar and y bar? Because in L section like this, it is not symmetrical about both axes. It is not symmetrical about both axes. Whether it is not symmetrical about x axis or it is not symmetrical about y axis. For that reason, we have to calculate y bar and x bar separately. Okay. I think up to here you would have understood. Next we have to solve the moment of inertia about x-axis. Okay, individually we have to calculate moment of inertia. Okay, first component, this one, I am taking out this component like this, right? The reference would be here only and the vertical reference is here only. Okay, and x-axis is this one. This we call it as b value, this we call it as d value, as usual, like we solved in previous problem. Okay, b value is how much? This is 20, this is 100. Okay, 20 into 100 cube divided by 12. As per the formula, 100 into 20 cube divided by 12, we got value is 1.6667 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. This is the value of Ig1. How to find out the H1? How to find out the H1? How much we got y bar value? We got y bar value is 35 millimeter. Okay, from here to here it is having 35. From y bar is 35. This half of the component is 50. Okay. Okay, half of the component is this one. From here to here distance we call it as h. How to find out? This y1 minus this y bar is equal to y1 minus y bar is equal to 50 minus 35 is equal to 15 millimeter. Put these two values in this formula, parallel axis formula. Ig1 we got is 1.6667 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4 plus A1 we got 2000 into H previously we got 15 millimeter. 15 square is equal to total Ix1 is equal to 2.117 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. This is the moment of inertia about rectangular one, about x-axis of rectangular one component, right? Secondly, we have to calculate the moment of inertia of rectangular 2 about through its center of gravity and parallel to x-axis. Okay, the same thing we have to follow. I am taking out this component outside. Okay, this distance is 60 and this distance is 20. X-axis is this one. We have to look from this side. First we will get B value, second we will get D value. Okay, first value is B value 60, second value is D value 20 cube divided by 12. We will get 0.04 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. This is the value of Ig2. Ig2 means second component or rectangular 2. Okay, after finding this one, we have to calculate the H2, distance between center of gravity and the x-axis. Okay, from here to half of the component is 10 millimeter. Okay, from here to y bar value is 35. Okay, and the y up to here, I will take one pen. I always told this y bar and this distance would be call it as h value. This is h2. 35 minus 10. 35 minus 10 is equal to 25 millimeter. We got h value. Okay, after finding these two values, we have to put this in this formula. You will get the Ixx2. Okay, Ig2 we got is 0.04 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4 plus A2 we got 1200 into H2 we got previously 25 square. The total Ix2 is equal to 0.79 into 10 raised to 6. After finding individual moment of inertia, we have to put two individual component calculation in this formula. You will get the moment of inertia of whole section about x-axis. Ixx we got is 2.117 into 10 raised to 6 plus Ixx2 we got 0.79 into 10 raised to 6. The total summation of these two is 2.907 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. After calculating moment of inertia about x-axis, next slide we are going to calculate moment of inertia about y-axis. Okay, this is moment of inertia about y-axis. First, individually we have to calculate rectangular 1 and rectangular 2. Okay, firstly we have to calculate the Ig1. After that H1 we have to put these values in this formula. You will get Iy1. Okay, after that I am taking out first component outside. Okay, this is y-axis. This would be 20 millimeter and this would be 100 millimeter. Okay, we supposed to look from this side. We supposed to look from this side. First we will get this value 100 value. Second we will get this 20 value. Okay, this value we call it as D value. This we call it as B value. Okay, D1 B1 cube divided by 12. First we are going to see 100. After that we will see 20 millimeter. 100 into 20 cube divided by 12. The value we got is 0.067 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. Okay, after finding this one, we have to calculate H, distance between CG of rectangular 1 and y-axis. Okay, this is your this is your vertical axis, right? This is your vertical axis. How much we got? X bar is equal to, X bar we got 25 millimeter. From here to half of the component is how much? This would be 10 millimeter. Y bar is 25 and X1 is 10. X bar minus X1 is equal to 25 minus 10 is equal to 15 millimeter. This distance we call it as H1. Previously we know about that, how to find out H value. After finding Ig1 and H1, we have to put these values in this formula. We will get the moment of rectangular one about y axis. Okay, Ig1 we got 0.067 into 10 raised to 6 plus A1 is 2000, H1 is 15 square. After finding this one, we will get 0.517 into 10 raised to 6 is the value of Iy1, moment of inertia of rectangular one about y axis. After calculating moment of inertia of rectangular one, we have to calculate rectangular 2 about an axis through its center of gravity and parallel to y axis. Okay, I am taking out second component outside like this. Okay, this is vertical reference. From here to half of the component, this would be 20 plus 60 divided by 2 is equal to 30 plus 20 is equal to 50. Okay, and from here to half of the component, I mean X bar is equal to we got 25. Okay, we have to do 50 minus 25, we will get the H value. Okay, this would be 50, 20 plus 30 is equal to 50 minus 25 is equal to 25 millimeter. Okay, this distance is H. I will take one pen. This distance. I mean, this from this here to here is here to here is 50 minus this 25. E we got is H2. Okay. After finding Ig2 and H2, we have to put these value in this formula. We will get moment of inertia of rectangular 2 about y axis. Ig2 we got is 0.36 into 10 raised to 6. How we got this one? I am taking example here. This is your this is y, this is your looking side. Okay, this one is 60, this one is 20. First we are looking this 20 value, after that we will look 60 value. 20 into 60 cube divided by 12. As per this part is D part, this part is B part. Okay, 20 into 60 cube divided by 12. We got 0.36 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. After finding these two, we have to put this in this equation. We will get 1.11 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. After finding individual, I mean rectangular 1 and rectangular 2, we have to calculate the whole section about y axis. For that reason, we have to do the summation of Iy1 plus Iy2. We got Iy1 is equal to 0.517 into 10 raised to 6. Iy2 we got 1.11 into 10 raised to 6. Okay. Iyy is equal to, the total summation is 1.627 into 10 raised to 6. Up to here we have calculate the whole thing about x-axis also, y-axis also. This complete the problem. Once again I will summarize this problem from starting point. Okay, individually we have to calculate the rectangular 1, rectangular 2 values, a1, y1, x1, a2, y2, y2. For these calculation we are supposed to do for finding x bar and y bar. After doing this one, we have to put these values in y bar and x bar formula. We will get 35 as y bar, 25 as x bar. This complete the center of gravity things. After that we have to find out moment of inertia of x-axis. First we have to find out rectangular 1, Ig1, H1 and put these value in parallel axis theorem. We will get the Ix1. Okay. Same thing we have to do for rectangular 2. After calculating this one, Ix1 plus Ix2, we will get the whole moment of inertia about x-axis. After doing these two things, we have to solve the moment of inertia about y-axis. Individually we have to calculate rectangular 1 and rectangular 2. For same reason we have to calculate what we have solved in x-axis. Ig1 we have to calculate, H1 we have to calculate, put these value in parallel axis theorem, we will get Iy1. After finding this one, we have to calculate Iy2. After calculating Iy1, Iy2, we have to calculate the whole moment of inertia about y-axis. For that reason, we have to put those value in this formula. We will get 1.627 into 10 raised to 6 millimeter raised to 4. I think you understood very well about I section and L section. After doing this, we will know some MCQ questions. And before that, we have to do the outcome of this session. The outcome of this session is the students are able to calculate the center of gravity or centroid and moment of inertia of standard cross section. Standard cross section means like I section, L section, T section. These are the standard cross sections. For diploma level only, we will know about I section, L section and T section. This complete the outcome of this session. And next slide we are going to have MCQ questions. Right. First question. Carefully you have to solve this problem. Okay. First question is determine the moment of inertia about x-axis. Right. First we have to understand properly what they have asked. Determine the I-axis for the hollow rectangular section shown in the figure. This figure they have given. Right. This figure they have given. We have to calculate the I-axis, right? How to calculate this? This we have done in first session of this moment of inertia. By that only we have to calculate I-axis. The four options are first option is 4835833.4 millimeter raised to 4. Second option is 3835833.4 millimeter raised to 4, and third option is 583583.4 millimeter raised to 4, and fourth option is 6835833.4 millimeter raised to 4. Answer carefully and tick any one of these option. Okay, we will move second question. Second question is determine the Iyy for the hollow rectangular section shown in the figure. This is as you like previous problem. In previous MCQ they have asked I-axis. Here they have asked Iyy. There would be four options. One is 1305833.34 millimeter raised to 4, 3305833.34 millimeter raised to 4. Third option is 2305833.34 millimeter raised to 4, and fourth option is 4305833.34 millimeter raised to 4. Answer carefully and choose any one of the option. Right, this would be third question. This is very simple question, very simple question. Find out the area of top flange. They have asked only area of top flange of I section shown in the figure. This they have given I section. This is top flange, this is web, this is bottom flange. Okay, the area first option is 1200 millimeter square, second option is 1300 millimeter square, 1400 millimeter square, fourth option is 1500 millimeter square. Answer carefully. They have asked only top flange. Okay, answer carefully and choose any one of four options. Fourth question is find out the Y bar. Find out the Y bar in the given figure. They have given T section of 250 millimeter, 25 millimeter, and this distance is 150 millimeter. Okay, they have asked Y bar only. For that reason, they have given four options. First option is 119.68. Second option is 129.68 millimeter. Third option is 139.68 millimeter. And fourth option is 159.68 millimeter. Okay. Answer carefully before going to choose the MCQ. And fifth question is find out the area of the web section of I section in figure. Right. This is top flange. This is web part, this is bottom flange. We have to calculate area of this part. How to find out the area of this rectangular block? Right, you would have understood in previous sessions. After answering these area, we have four options. First one is 5000 millimeter square, second option is 4000 millimeter square, third option is 3000 millimeter square, fourth option is 2000 millimeter square. Answer carefully before going to choose the MCQ options. Okay. Next slide. These are the answers to multiple choice questions. First question answer is B. First question answer is B. Determine IXX. IXX value is B. This is the answer. 3305 here 33.34 millimeter raised to 4. Okay. This is IXX. Is B answer. 3835 833.4 millimeter raised to 4. Okay. And second question answer is C. We have to find out IYY. The answer is this one. 2305833.34 millimeter raised to 4. The answer of IYY is C. And third MCQ question answer is A. This one. The area of top flange eye is EA, 1200 millimeter square. Okay. After that, the question number 4, B answer is B. Fourth question answer is B, 129.68 millimeter. Okay, this is the answer for Y bar value of T section. Lastly, question number 5 is D. Question number 5 is D. We have to calculate the area of this part. For that reason, we got value is 2000 millimeter square. Okay. Very thank you for your patience. I think you people understood very well about this session. I will summarize one more time. We solved one problem on I section, one problem on L section, and we solved the moment of inertia of I section and L section. Thank you.